Morning begins the way it always does, by opening the calendar and lining up the day into ordered blocks of work and commute. You wake before the sun because the calendar demands it. An early shift waits, and the day has already been scheduled. Time clicks forward in small, insistent units. Every minute counted. Every shift already marked before the day begins. The first reach is for the calendar, digital and paper, both telling you where you'll be, minute by minute. You flip to today and read the shorthand of your life. A morning at the cafe, an afternoon at the store, the night shift at the warehouse, written in ink that won't forgive lateness. Each entry is a promise, to an employer, to a wallet, to the clock. The marks are small contracts that shape the day. Paper and pixels talk to each other, double-checking times, confirming routes, hunting for any dangerous overlap. Writing cements plans. The first job is the earliest and the most fragile. Miss it, and the rest of the day unravels. That pen has mapped out months of shifts. Its smudges trace a steady, exhausting rhythm. Packing is choreography. Layers of uniforms and small comforts folded to save time and friction during the day. 30 minutes until the first commute. The calendar leaves no space for dawdling. A handful of keys opens the doors that keep the day moving, each one linked to a different shift on the page. A last visual check. The route is laid out. The day is a map you must walk precisely. Shoes on, bag up. The body's motions have learned the calendar's demands by memory. The zipper closes the plan into a portable life. What's inside will carry you through the hours marked on the page. The calendar watches you leave. Its marks will be tested by the day's movement. One step moves you from planning into execution. The commute is the day's hinge. You sync the transit times to the calendar. Missing the bus would cascade through the day. The screen is an ever-present navigator, folding the city's timetable into your day. You leave the apartment with the day balanced on your shoulder. The calendar's blocks now moving through the city. The bus is your scheduled link. Arrive a little late here, and the ripple is felt in every job after. Schedules are small public contracts, visible and unforgiving. Each swipe starts another segment of the day, the commute logged, and the first job closing its distance. 20 minutes on this bus is time budgeted, used for checking details, rehearsing the next tasks. The digital calendar is a living blueprint, color, blocks, and notes that organize the hustle into doable segments. The city passes in streaks. Time is the constant here, and you are moving through it to honor what's written. Everyone on the route keeps their own calendar, the same rush folded into different lives. The seconds pass predictably. Punctuality is currency when the schedule is tight. You log small contingencies, small notations that keep the day's machinery running despite delays. The announcement is a cue, transitioning from passenger to worker, from planning to the first shift's reality. The bus is a shared pause, a brief collective exhale before each person steps into their day's responsibilities. Off the bus, the city becomes maps and signs, small navigation tasks to deliver you to the next time block. The walk is timed to the second. Arriving in sync with the shift keeps the rest of the day intact. These shoes have gone where the calendar sent them, mile after mile between shifts. The cafe's doorway is where planning becomes service. The first shift blooms into a busy, ordered chaos. Inside, the smell of coffee pulls the morning into focus. Orders queue up, and the clock begins to govern every move. You clock in with a small mechanical click, the day's first mark now logged in time and memory. Changing into uniform is a ritual that flips you into the role required for the next few hours. With apron on, the morning becomes action. Orders, timing, and the constant glance at the clock. A small check beside the morning block. Proof the morning was met. A tiny victory against the long day. Now the day shifts into notes and updates, the middle hours where one job gives way to the next. Orders are the day's currency. Each one written down, made, and moved off the board. Minutes accumulate quietly, each second accounted for by the day's shifting demands. A quick glance at the calendar confirms the afternoon plan. Time to transition and keep the day on schedule. Changing out of one identity and into another. Each uniform is a pause between roles. The page shows progress. Morning completed, afternoon highlighted. A visual ledger of labor. Leaving the cafe starts the next commute. Each leg between jobs is another time slot to manage. Waiting is work too. Timing the pause so it fits the next entry in the calendar. The city moves in rhythms that echo your own. Everyone moving within schedules and appointments. Each commute is a logged segment, another link in the chain of the day's shifts. You use transit time to plan the next set of tasks. Maximizing minutes keeps the day from slipping. The pen records small actions, notes that will be turned into movement and checked off later. Arriving at the store, you line yourself up with the next numbered block on the calendar. Inside, the day's work shifts into stocking, counting, and serving. The same structure, different tasks. Uniforms are quick changes of identity, each one a marker on your day's timeline. Another outfit, another role. The calendar's marks direct the costume changes of the working day. Tasks are executed methodically. Each shelf arranged is a box checked against the calendar's demands. The clipboard translates calendar entries into hands-on work, an analog to the schedule's abstract blocks. A short update keeps the day's log honest. Real-time notes that prevent surprises later. Supervision tightens the rhythm. Another presence reminding you the schedule must be kept. Each completed task lightens the load. Progress measured in checkboxes and time chunks. The list is a practical ledger, turns calendar theory into doable, scheduled actions. Interruptions are part of the day's variables, but the notes keep you on course. Real-time updates keep the digital ledger accurate. Small acts that save time when the day is tight. The calendar is the central hub. Color, notes, and time blocks coordinating each movement. A break is brief and practical. A reset before the calendar's next block of responsibility. Evening prep starts here. A quick review, so no detail is left to chance. These handwritten knots tie the day's pieces together. An analog layer beneath digital schedule. The retail shift ends with small rituals. Tidy, check, and prepare to hand the day along to the next block. Each folded uniform is a little ending. One roll put away to make room for another. Another commute logged. The calendar records it all. Every mile, every shift. Waiting is a quiet negotiation with time. An intentional pause before the final push. Another swipe, another log entry. The day advances, check by check. Preparation in transit is efficient. Mental checklists and route rehearsals keep the evening from surprising you. The evening block is laid out clearly. Address, start time, the small tasks that will take the night. The day nears its end, but the calendar still needs one last round of notes and confirmations. The final shift begins. Different work, same structure. Arrive, clock in, follow the list. Here, the work is physical and exacting, but the process matches the day's pattern. Tasks, time checks, and notes. The warehouse clock counts down the final hours, each tick bringing the day closer to its last entry. Physical tasks keep time too. Each completed set of boxes is another small finish toward closing the day. The last box placed means the night's work is nearly done. The calendar will be updated and the day accounted for, check after check. The work's completion shows in ink. A paper trail that lines up with the calendar. Returning the list signals end of the shift. One more step before the calendar closes tonight. Clocking out makes the day's hours official. A final imprint before the evening's close. That little card tells the day's story. 3 shifts recorded. A physical echo of the digital calendar. One more uniform folded away. Each change a marker that separates the day's episodes. Leaving the warehouse begins the evening close. Another commute logged, and another set of notes to make it home. The night is quieter, but the calendar's marks are not yet complete. One final log remains at the desk. On the night bus, you record the last shift. Notes that will keep tomorrow smooth and paydays accurate. Marking the shift done on your phone makes the day official in the digital ledger. A small relief and a practical step. The checked blocks condense the day's labor into a tidy visual. It looks complete even when you're not. Home comes late. The calendar is ready to be closed. But first, you must reconcile the paper with the screen. At the desk, you cross-reference and confirm. The paper copy must match the digital record before you sleep. Each written mark is a small narrative of the day. Times logged, places visited, tasks completed. Putting it in writing solidifies the day's work, an archive you can return to when schedules get tight. Tomorrow's page looks much like today's. The routine repeats, and for a moment, you steady yourself before the cycle begins again. It's late. The clock reminds you sleep is owed, but the calendar will call again at dawn. Packing tonight is an investment in tomorrow's sanity. Small preparation that saves rushed minutes at dawn. In the dark, the day's boxes are closed for now, but the pressure of the next page waits quietly at the edge of sleep. The calendar is closed for the night, but its inked blueprint already sketches the next day's demands. Another cycle of shifts and small victories.